guys, I thought I'd jump back on here real quick and show you the progress that I was making on this table. This thing is turning out so cute. I am just dying. I know I had done this in the gold, but it just wasn't sitting right with me, and it just like really stuck out like crazy. So I went ahead and the two colors that I mixed to make the original color, I just went ahead and painted it in. It's not really going to change the cost or anything much in the table because it was just a few coats of paint. But I think it's going to make the look of it, it'll be better. I've been still going through with my caviar and my brush, just the dry brushing, and I pretty much got it all filled in. I hate that sometimes when you have these little corners and you can't get your brush in there. So I did the legs too, and that's sort of like what I wanted to come back and show you. Let me turn this down. I hope you can see this. There. Okay, you could see this one that I did. I went ahead and I went over it with a really super dry brush with the caviar on it. And I really hit the edges here. And I like that. I really like that because it's going in with this. I thought I would show you. I've got one that I didn't do. So let's see, we're gonna have to turn this. Yes, you want to see the angle because that's where you're going to be able to see it the most. So I just, like I said, I've got the little dry brush. I am going completely over the whole thing just to tone that gold down. Sometimes pieces you don't have to tone down, and if you wanted the real shiny look, you wouldn't have to tone this down. Let's get over here. But this is all pretty toned down. So I hate to look down and then you got gold feet just blasting at you. Sometimes the piece calls for that. So don't think I'm saying not to paint your legs gold, because that's not what I mean. I just mean you sort of have to go in keeping with what you're, there. Oh, I like that. I love that, adding on to this stuff, the depth with the paint. This is just really gonna be grungy. And you can do this with the grunge glaze too. You could get in here and put your glaze on there. And you can also get your dirt. You could do some dirt on these legs and in these crevices too. But like I said, I just had the caviar out and I really just grabbed it. So I've got this all pretty well the way I want it. I'm going to move this around and show you too what I'm doing to this piece of the sides too. I went ahead and went all the way around with a fine little brush with this same color that I mixed. And so just so there was no mint julep, because the mint julep's bright, so it will show out. But I'm still going to go ahead and I'm going to take my black and I am going to go right in here and go across here and sometimes go up, and it's depositing a little bit on this paper. There's already some, I'm almost out of paint there. There's already some on the paper that came, or the transfer, I'm sorry. But I'm just trying to make sure it's all blended. I don't want to see, there was a few pieces where the paper wasn't right up to the edge. So I wanted to color that in because you don't want that. That'll show out like a sore thumb. I'm gonna put another little drop, and I'll show you how much I'm using. Ooh, I left my water bottle up at the front of the store. I was sitting on my quilt couch doing the transfers, and I was just enjoying it. But see, that's all I got there, that little glug right there. Let's see. I think, oh, here's another bottle of water. Let me just get a little spray. Okay. But this little thing is turning out so cute. I think what I'm going to do too here is use the flat, the Dixie Belle flat on it to seal it. I think that'll be real nice. I still have to decide what I'm going to do on the top of this little bugger. Can you see? Okay. And you see, I'm really just using everything on the brush. And I'm gonna go up. I'm still gonna do, in a few places, even on the gold, I'm still doing a little bit of the cross hatching because I like it coming from one from the other. So I'm just gonna piddle around with this. And then hopefully by the time I get this done, I can make a decision on what to put on the top of it. This is crazy. I guess this is what happens when you get older. But that's all right. Keeps stuff interesting. Drives my husband crazy. But what can you do? All right. When I get off here, I'll reach under there and get the back side of all these legs. Look how pretty that looks with the black on it. So pretty. Look at that. I just, like I said on one of the other videos, I know I saw something because this is why it has to be in my mind. And you can go ahead too and go right along the edges of your wood if you want and just put a little more highlighting on there. And just keep adding and adding until you finally have decided that you've got enough on there. So I think I have got enough. I'm gonna whoop. That door, I need to get the thing back on it. Let me get this. I'm gonna swipe that off a little. And if you're ever doing this like I'm doing it and you get too much, get a wet rag and wipe it back. I'm just using a damp or a dry rag because I don't want to wipe too much back. I just want to wipe a little bit back because I really want this to look like this is old and vintage looking, like it's been around. So I've got some really cute knobs I'm debating on that have this green color in them and gold and flower silhouettes. So I think that's what I'm gonna, there's a hole here and a hole there. I just love this. Look at this. This is dirty. Okay. So that, I think I'm about done with dirtying this thing up. And it's gonna change the look of it the minute I put the top coat on there too, because some of this paint is going to reactivate a little, and it's gonna, some is going to move, some is going to soften up, and then it'll dry and it'll all just come together. So I've got to come up with the top. I was thinking maybe a Harlequin, or I don't know. I don't usually do Harlequin. we have another Dixie Belle retailer. His name is Dustin, and he's down in Georgia, and he is fabulous. He does a lot of the Harlequin and the Mackenzie Child styles, but he sort of makes his own style. And I've always wanted to do something, and I guess this transfer too sort of reminded me of Mackenzie Child, something I could see on their furniture. So maybe that's what I'll do. But for now, I'll get this one posted, and I'll have some more pictures, and maybe I'll have a video. We'll have to see. All right, guys, till the next time.